Turns out I have to do like 3 of these.
Might this be Mickelberg? Be safe.
Alright, give me a second. I've been given a phone call. My mom's phoning me for some reason. Let me just find out what's going on. Hello everyone, how are we doing? Doing okay? Nani? What?
These people aren't turned.
Yeah. It looks like a cult.
It seems safe enough at least. What is going on here? Ah. Did you too heed the call?
What call was that?
Heed the call? No, I came here looking for someone. To be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find him here. Let alone all of you. Is that so? What are you doing here? Is this where you live? It is my home. The others, they heeded the call. You keep saying that. What do you mean? They came here to perform the rite, just as King Barnabas instructed.
Nani?
This village is their altar, where they shall cast their souls upon the gentle waters and give themselves to the Lord. Give themselves?
Oh, Lord, cleanse us of our sins.
Let us be reborn in your loving arms.
Free us from the torment of this mortal realm.
They want to be saved. Forgive me, but did another foreigner like me come here? He was probably wearing a cowl. You mean the traveler from Stone? Yes. He's staying at my house.
Oh wow, convenient.
Toward the rear of the village.
That's very nice of him.
Thank you. If you don't mind, I'll go and greet him.
They seek the same salvation Barnabas did. At least the third chair still lives. Let's go and find him.
And it turns out he was turned. I wonder if Cyril's going to come in and annihilate everyone.
Excuse me. Are you with the Undying?
I am. And so it would appear, are you? Lord Rosfield, if I am not mistaken.
That's right. And you must be the third chair.
I am.
Cyril was worried for your safety. You sent me to find you.
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill, much less you, my Lord Marquis.
You said that you had failed to report. Is there a reason for that?
I came here to study the followers of this new faith. But the more I learned of them, the more my own faith began to falter.
What you mean?
I've seen them at their prayers. Have you not? They devote themselves to the veneration of their Lord with a fervor I have never seen before. Praying night and day that they might be rid of their wicked wills and reborn in their Saviour's light. Not that they might be granted respite from their worldly woes, but so that they might continue to serve him. Serve him with all of their beings. I too swore to devote my life to the service of my Lord and Master, but this... it is different. It is more. And so I would see it through to the end. See these people safe, that they might achieve their dream. That they might do their duty to their Lord. Even if it should keep me from doing my duty to mine.
You do understand what their dream is, don't you?
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills and become a Kashik. I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, that is the very essence of salvation. Forgive me, my lord, but I must remain here. If you are to return to Master Cyril, I would consider it a great... Did you hear that, my lord? Something is happening.
Find out what. Stay here.
The last time, Cyril ended up turning up right after we finished everything. Oh, they became a Kashik.
An ether flood. Oh no. There must be something I can do. Echoes as well. Found her.
Ready, brother?
Ready.
Are they not affected by ice? Oh, yeah. Okay, that's one down. I feel like that's one wave down.
What now?
Barnabas the second. Oh, it's another Atlas. What's up, bro?
We meet again. I've killed your kind before.
Okay, there we go. So far we're going fine. This is fine. One more into the bridge. That should be enough to kill the, get rid of the thing. No, it's not. Nice, nice, nice. Ah, I should have put in the thing as well. Okay. Ooh, no. That is probably the first hit I'm taking. Got a lot of staggers that I'm dealing with, not actually damage. Actually take out the Oh, that's the first time. Okay, that should be enough to break the thing. That should also get rid of that. the fuck?
Let's try.
I don't know how much health he's gonna actually take out of there. That might be death. That might be death. Oh, it's not.
To me, boy.
We want to end this epic. Of course. I didn't want it to be anything on that, something that lame. Jeez. At least I beat him on the first try this time. It didn't take me like 4 tries.
Damn it.
No. Died in 1 hit. I thought he was meant to be the strongest of us.
You die. Come on, speak to me.
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation. By devoting themselves to the service of their Lord.
They're turning into the Akashic
Just as
anyway.
I did, when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in. A duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment,
I don't agree.
even if they must become
That's stupid.
Akashic in order to achieve it.
I get it, the poeticness,
Forgive
but
me,
that's
my Lord
stupid.
Marquis. I did not mean to trouble
The
you
third
with
chair needs a slap.
my findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril?
This guy's got a lot of breath for someone who just got stabbed.
Of course. Your duty will be done.
Look, my lord. They are saved.
Are you mad, mate? They're just going inside? What? I don't know what the third chair was about, man. That guy's on one.
They are saved. Found her. I should get this report to Cyril.
That was not how that works.
My Lord Marquis, welcome back. I am glad to see you hale and whole.
I met with your third chair, Cyril. He bade me deliver his findings to you.
Thank you, my lord.
I think he should probably rip it up.
He remained in Ash.
He died protecting the villagers from an echo. I buried him in Mickelberg. I'm sorry that I couldn't save him.
If you could not save him, no one could.
The villagers, they were believers in this savior cult. They prayed to their god that they might be unburdened of their wills. Then an ether flood came, and their wish was granted. Your brother sacrificed himself that they might live, even knowing that that life was death by another name.
Then he perished defending liberty. A hero's end.
I don't know.
For the right to choose how one dies is no less sacred than the right to choose how one lives.
Sid would agree. He wanted to build a world where people could die on their own terms.
A noble ambition. To die for one's cause is the most perfect expression of one's faith. It matters not how misguided others might judge one's decision to be.
Oh, no, that was just stupid.
Only that the decision is one's own. We live according to the teachings of our order. We believe in them, we protect them, and yes, we die for them. For better or worse, that is our creed.
I get the whole point. It's like, oh, well, we're the...
But he didn't die for your creed.
Hello.
He died to save them.
Get the crap out of
You
me.
still believe that what he did was right.
I believe.
Hello. Hi, Yoke. Hi, Devi Mew. Give me a sec. I'm just watching this cutscene.
Slaves, but willing servants. And this was his will. The ultimate expression of it.
I still think it was a stupid
I'd
decision.
like to know this man's name, Cyril. To know the names of all the undying who've fallen in the line of duty. They died serving my house. It's only right that I remember them. That is my duty.
Of course. I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs at once.
There's a book?
My lord, it has been, and shall ever be, the greatest honor of my life to serve House Rosfield. Though our duties may differ, yours is no less important. I pray with all my heart for your success.
I appreciate that, Cyril. You
And
still
were they
sound creepy.
here, I have no doubt but that every one of my fallen brothers and sisters would feel the same.
Quest complete. Da, 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 da. Hello, Yoke. How are you doing today? How are you doing today, Yoke? How was your stream? They opened up my mind. Hang on. Collect 6 signboards. Okay. Oh God. Hello everybody. Hello everyone from Yolk Stream. Doing well. Did a bit of Baldur's Gate with friends. Oh wow. Okay. I've been hearing very good things about Baldur's Gate. I heard someone gets kicked in the dick. It was pretty funny. Um, but I have no idea the context of it. It was just more like that guy just left the chat as the tweet may suggest. Where have you been? How have you been? And Debbie Mew, thank you very much for suggesting to Egg Yolk to rating over here. My name is Faz. I'm a variety streamer. I have been I just realized I've just been watching my own stream. I have been I am a variety streamer. I do a lot of pixel art. I do single player games. I do a lot of fighting games, and I do a lot of thing games. At the moment, we're doing a run through of the first playthrough of Final Fantasy 16, courtesy of Square Enix. So a huge shout outs to them for providing the code for us to play, for me to play and share with you guys. We are actually really close to the end, so I don't know if it's someone that you. I don't know if it's something that you might be interested in, but if you do want to learn more about it, use !FF16. You'll be able to learn more about it, or for everyone else who might be watching this in the future, check the description. There should be some information there. In the meantime, we are like super close to the end of the game. So has Final Fantasy 16 been something of interest to you, Egg Yolk? It's fun, especially for someone that doesn't play much D&D. I don't get many chances to play D&D. I do appreciate D&D. So it looks like everything is coming up Millhouse, except for one thing that hasn't been done while I was out here, which is the S rank fight against maybe we'll do that at the start of tomorrow. Yeah, I've seen a couple of friends, so I can't wait to start playing. All right, yeah, you might want to avoid spoilers on this one then. We're knee deep towards the end, so hopefully. But if you do want to try the game out for yourself, you're more than welcome. There is a demo on the PS5 version, and they did announce a PC version coming out at some point, so there is that.
Uncle,
Oh, cool.
I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Porterzolder as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution. And I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his. But yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
I love Lord Byron.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle Byron.
Assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty...
I don't remember if I did this.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
Wow.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
I'm doing all right, trying to get my life together and hanging out. Hope you've been well, Faz. I'm doing okay. If I'm completely honest, I keep having mood swings, I guess. Sometimes I'm doing fine and other times I'm not. Oh, wow, okay. We're getting more cutscenes. My apologies.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with Akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen,
Quinton does feel like the
perhaps I
butler.
might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. Two such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the bloody outlaw.
Once more onto the breach.
I love it.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes, and I imagine some resistance, much resistance.
Thank you, Eegyok, and thank you again for the follow.
If we show
Hello,
them
everyone
the
from
path,
Eegyok stream.
show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony?
Good luck on your exam tomorrow. Hopefully it's not a hard exam for you.
Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, my quill. Well, my boy, the stage is set.
that it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall, and there is no better Crandall than you, Clive.
Wow.
I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will.
That's a callback and a half.
Thank you, Uncle.
Signed by the representatives of Rosaria, Dalmacia, and Sambrique, the mutual accord sets the stage for a new age in Storm. If not officially, then at least in spirit. For what great moment isn't it? Heaven's Cloud.
Sorry, can't take you where you need to get to, but the Argo may be waiting.
What do you think that thing is?
I can't believe we're going to be, like, so close to the end now.
should have seen.
Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back, Sid.
Yes. Welcome back. Trip wasn't too much of a pain in the arse, I hope. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trial.
I would have thought
From what I heard,
Gab would have been
didn't
the
go
better
quite
one.
as planned.
No, they most certainly did not.
Does Ember deserve the passing marks? I want to say no, just to be an asshole. Yeah, it's fine.
Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved his aim. And is that not what we ask of our scouts?
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honest appraisal, Sid. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him from the jaws of peril. All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little more than a liability.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless.
Oh, okay.
After all, he did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conk and a half. Wouldn't do to waste it now, would it?
Fine. One more chance.
So it doesn't make a
I'll
difference
do
what you have.
whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you. Just you wait.
Daft as a brush, that one. But his heart's in the right place. Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him for far too long. That time the curse breakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
Couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off.
No.
Chance would be a fine thing. Back to work.
Forgive me, Sid. This did not play out as I expected.
Things really do these days. But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can make the best out of a bad situation. Remember that.
I will, Sid. Thank you.
Ba 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 da. Oh wait, is that another quest? Oh really? Please don't tell me it's another quest.
You alright?
Something troubling you?
No more than usual. It's just... Eda's baby will be coming soon, and I wanted to make something for it.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Back in the north, families would always make gifts when a bairn was on the way. Yeah, let the little tykes know they were welcome in their new homes, like.
So, what's the problem?
Well, the problem is that Eda's due any day now, and I don't know if I'll be ready in time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
You know, there just might be.
All right then. What exactly are we making?
A good luck charm. But not just any good luck charm.
Not just any.
No. One made from the feather of a silver chocobo. There's naught luckier in all the realm, or so we used to say back home anyway.
And we know Ambrosia.
Yes, they're hard to come by. Had Otto and Karen check with their suppliers, but nothing. I'd try and track one down myself.
We know one, it's Ambrosia.
Only the big day is fast approaching. And that's all you need. A feather.
That or the bird whose horse it's attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking around with traveling traders plying the northern borders.
Well, there's no shortage of those passing through Martha's. I think I might make that my first port of call. I'll let you know if I find anything.
Literally, I have ambrosia.
Clive, I won't forget this.
We literally have the bird in question. Oh, God's sakes.
Must we away? The time is nigh. Be freed.
I'm leaving all the ask about origins and for the finale, I think.
Vivian. I found it. The book you lost.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I fear the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here.
Aww.
Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
Damn. Also, that transition is also very apparent to Yakuza. They do that in Yakuza as well. Scholar's bonnet. Is Nine-Tails scholarly headwear awarded to her for the completion of the studies at the University of Canada. Give the men and women of the benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you as I do. I'm pretty sure Jill's not going to be happy about that one. Alright, we'll go to Midolda last. Oh, sorry, Midolphus.
I hear that you traveled to Ash, Sid. Did you by any chance recover the names of my fallen friends?
I did. Yes.
I may. The bearer registry. The director was a brutal man. He got no worse than he deserved.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body, nor any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces, like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning, never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive, when so many others died in that awful place?
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way, at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you. Sid, I'm going to write a book. An account of the horrors of Badbach, and the spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering, and in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all eternity, were it not for you. Thank you.
Quest complete. Busting through these subquests. Mesmerize.
Mid, tell me this is all you need.
You make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Lol.
Tell me this is all you need.
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realised I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0. And a cogwheel. Just a tiny one. Though, that's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
Wait. The children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The young'uns? But why would the... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Oh, you kids, give me that cog.
Sid, is Mid still hiding from us?
She wasn't hiding. She's fine. She's just busy working on her next project.
A new invention? What is it? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you three can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales?
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember!
We saved it, just in case. It's in the bag of bits.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find.
That's not
All
good.
the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
That's good to know.
Look! I found it! Is that all? Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about your hoard. Just in case.
Thanks, Sid.
Well, did they have it?
I feel like this could have been like cut.
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it work? It's perfect! You're a genius, Clive.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own, but with the right cog in the right place. Well, you just wait and see.
Oh, is this a prototype?
That should do it.
We've made a drone.
Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
Titan's tits, wow.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes, children, their mums and their dads.
Is this basically Oppenheimer?
Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work.
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out.
Oh, that's a very cute way of going about it.
I can picture it now. some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Because someone so young, she's so wise. But I guess war makes, you know, maturity out of a lot of people.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, dream big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
Oh, okay, it just ends. I thought we were going to have another one. I want to fly high. Bah, 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 bah. Okay, so. Wait, what other stuff is there? Reading table. Jeez, how much more is there? Well, that is kind of the point of me doing what I'm doing.
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen her.
First the skies, then the crystal.
I'm aware that there are matters of much great import which demands your attention, but I should find yourself a moment. I bid you visit me in Charles that I might ask for a single word concerning the High Prince Dion. Alright.
It's usually me making demands of Harpocrates. I wonder what this is about.
I hopefully not get sent to a wild goose chase, but it sounds more like I'm going to do. A note of thanks. My Lord Marquess, I write to thank you for the kind consideration you have shown for those whose names are written within the pages of the Book of Martyrs. I know that it would move them deeply to know that the first shield of the Phoenix laments their passing. Though each and every member of our order stands ready to sacrifice their lives in service of the Phoenix, I do not doubt that those who are taken before their time go with regret for long years of duty left undone. That they should live on in the memory of a proud son of House Rosfield, such as yourself, shall surely go some way to soothing their sorrows. May the Phoenix's flames burn ever in your heart. Cyril, bearer of the burning quill. Here, not long removed from when last you placed yourself between us and peril, I, sir, pen yet another letter in which I try to find the words to somehow express the gratitude of an entire town. Still, something feels different about our latest triumph. Where in the past we leaned ever so heavily upon your good graces, this time we found strength elsewhere, in ourselves. Our hardship has shown us that which should have been apparent all along. We are not as different as we want to believe. Does a peasant love his homeland any less than a noble? Does a bearer love his family any less than another man does his own? It is this love that has united us and given us true strength. Should every thrall, akashic, bandit, and brigand in the realm come charging at our gates, we will not fret, we will not falter, we will fight, and we will win. Isabel. Do you remember what you told me that night at Phoenix Gate? That while the fate of Rosaria sits on my shoulders, the fate of its dominant sits upon yours. But are we not both dominants of fire? Does not the flame of our forebears burn in both our hearts? Should I not protect you as you have protected me? You have chosen to be my shield. Now let me choose to be yours. Is this not what our father wanted? What Sid wanted? To cast aside fate and forge our own path. Grant me this, Clive. Let me be your strength. Joshua. Though her icon brought her much suffering, the loss of Shiva weighs heavy on her heart, and we would be poor friends indeed if we not seek to lighten that burden, even by only a fraction. Before we depart for the skies, I would speak on this matter more in private.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
God, so many things. God.